next 2 weeks, we're going to talk about turtle and turtle attacks and transition from turtle attacks. And so for the purposes of the next 2 weeks, we're mostly talking about the side position of turtle, not the front headlock position of turtle. So we could be faced here in turtle and attacking. That's normally called the front headlock position. We're going to more focus on the side position. So starting out, we're going to work the position and then a couple warm-ups. So from the side position, I want it to be knee to knee, foot to foot, and hip to hip here. And I want to be pushing into my opponent as hard as I can, just so that they have to stay where they're at. So we're here, and then my elbow can be tugging in, and I can put my hand in the armpit, and the other hand can be right here. So I'm pushing in. If I have no pressure on them with my leg, they can just move around and escape. So if I pressure them, they have to post this leg out a little bit to keep stable in their turtle. So from here, this is our position. I also don't want to worry about, or don't want my hand to go too far in so that it gets grabbed, because that could lead to me getting rolled or them escaping. So my hand is shallow, pressing, and this hand is here, and this is my starting turtle position. So now we're going to do a couple of warm-up drills like to get started. So we're here in our regular position. My chest is going to maintain contact and stay heavy, and then I'm going to walk around the head while keeping my hands, keeping pressure, and then I'm going to reset the other side. So reset to the other side. It's the same thing. Chest comes down, hands come around, I'm blocking, all the way around to the other side. And we can also do just the spin around. This starting off, you can also do just the spin around without hands to start maintaining your balance for your new people. Okay, so we're in our starting turtle attack position here, and we're going to work the clock choke. So my hand, in gi, my hand can be working to go under his chin and grab the collar on the opposite side here. So now I have his collar, and this is where I can start attacking. So my other hand, we just discussed, I don't want to bring it up high to his armpit because he can grab onto it, so I'll try to grab low and get this piece of gear, the opposite side of the gear, so I can pull it down to block his neck when I start my choke. So I'm grabbing low for that piece of gear and across the neck for that piece of gear. And so now for this clock choke, my chest is going to come forward, leaning to put my head on the ground, and then I can start walking around to get the choke. So I'm driving forward here, not spiking myself on the ground, but controlled going forward, and then walking around and pulling to get the clock choke. So once again, across, and getting that piece of gear here, pulling down, driving forward, controlled, hips forward, and then I can start walking around if he didn't already tap. One more time. So another variation of the loop choke, clock choke. So I reached and I grabbed the collar, and then maybe I couldn't get in this side because he's just too blocked off on that. So my elbow is going to come around and in front to his ear, and my hips can now come forward. I'm still clocking around to get my choke. So here, hand goes across, same grip, couldn't get inside, elbow comes in front of his shoulder, I can start walking around, sliding it, until I get my choke.
don't know the name of this next choke. Learned a long time ago. Super good choke in case they're doing a real good job defending. Okay, it's a little unorthodox. I'm going to take this hand. I'm going to get an underhook. He's going to pop up real quick. I want to go under this arm. And I don't got to be super deep here. I can be a little loose right here. But I got to get a good grip under here. Okay? Back down. I get that grip. This hand. Knuckles in. Pull tight here. Now I'm going to sit and chop. And I'm going to pull with this. And we're going to roll. I get this grip. Get this grip. It's nice and tight. I could actually probably finish this right here. But we want to go a little further. I'm going to sit in and chop, pull, look, hook, flip to the mount, pull tight, put my weight down. Whew. Here, he's defending real good right here. Come in, get the grip. Here, staying tight. Come in, chop, pull. Remember that hook. To the mount. Finish the choke.
So now we're doing no-gi moves. So there, the setup and our beginning position is the same. And so now we're going to snake this arm through his armpit and to the other side here. So we're in the same position, whatever, we're fighting, and then just snake this arm in, and we can kind of cup his head at the same time. And so now I'm going to get my hands together on the other side of his head, and we're here. So I'm not trying to squeeze his neck just yet. I'm just staying tight to him, and I'm going to use my shoulder to bump him over. So we're here, we're tight, and I'm going to just bump him over so he ends up in side control. And so now we're here. I'm going to shoot this arm all the way through. I'm going to grab his head and shoot this arm through, and then slide my other arm forward and get this anaconda grip, or this Darce grip. And so now, the way that I finish this, I'm going to keep my chest heavy on his arm and squeeze downwards to get the finish. I'm not trying to lift this up. This will turn into more like a vertebrae separator, and we'll still tap, but I'm trying to compress the bottom arm into his neck to get more of a choke. Doesn't always happen like that, but that's the goal. So we're here, shooting through, hands together, bump him over, hold his head, shoot this arm deep, and then I get my grip, or my rear naked kind of grip, and I cup his shoulder, and then I'm going to squeeze downwards with my chest and squeezing to get the tap. Okay, so we're in a no-gi guillotine variation from here. So starting out, I'm going to slide my knee into this hole to open up things a little bit. And then my arm is going to go on the opposite side and shoot through. And then I'm going to get my hands together. I'm just having a vertical grip and then grabbing my wrist for this one. And then I'm going to be switching. So where this right knee is, my left knee is going to go to that position. So I switch. And then I'm going to keep this pulling as I sit back with my knee across the belly, and throw this over, and continue choking to get my choke. So we're here, slide through, shoot the arm all the way through if I can, get my hands together, and now I'm going to be switching where my legs are, here and here, and then pulling through to finish if they don't tap.